Hello and welcome back to Professor Layton vs. Wright Ace Attorney, where last time we played through Chapter 6, which was Secrets of the Underground Ruins. Today we're playing through Chapter 7, The Story's End.
Where's Isabella? Where could she be?
There's no sign of her at all.
This is very strange. I've a feeling we're the only ones around.
Huh? Professor, look at this! Look! It's a new story!
That means that the parade has already taken place.
Anyway, let's read it!
The final story. At the appointed place of ending as twilight fades to darkness, the weaver of the story will meet the Great Witch for the first and final time. The concluding scene will glow in the flames of great magic, as the teller of the story is silenced forever. Oh. This evening, at the final witch trial, the legendary Great Witch will be consumed by her own flames. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. Okay. Does this mean what I think it means? No way, that can't be! Is this what the Great Witch meant? Whatever the case, let's find Isabella before panic spreads throughout the town. We should probably split up, if only we had some leads. The appointed place of ending. Perhaps this is referring to the town square at which the parade always ends, while the teller of the story can be none other than Isabella's father. As for being silenced forever, this is almost certainly an indication that he will lose his life. In that case, Professor, the chances of Isabella being at the town square are pretty high, right? Indeed, Mr. Wright. Let's head to the square and find her. Okay. I find it odd the storyteller would write a story in which he dies, but okay. Oh, that's a lot of people. It looks like everyone in town is here. It will appear that they all wish to see the final story with their own eyes. Professor, about this final story, why would the Great Witch Brazella show up tonight of all nights? I have been wondering the same thing. She has never once shown herself before now. Perhaps the power of the story is such that even the actions of the Great Witch are subject to its control. And one more thing. Why in the world would the storyteller write his own death into the story? Indeed, there appear to be quite a few mysteries contained within this final story. Although I suggest we don't dwell on them for the time being. I agree. First things first, let's find Isabella. That's like finding a needle in a haystack. Okay, so these are the two kids we met when we first came here. You look kind of familiar.
The parade was totally different this time. Inquisitor Darklar was nowhere to be seen, and Inspector Barnum looked so agitated. And not only that, but this is gonna be the last story. What's to become of us all from here on?
Okay, lovely. Do you know anything?
You better hide now, cause you know you can't win. Can't chew and I won't hide. You'll be crispy bacon in no time, just accept it. Well, not. You'll see, I will become a knight, and if I say I'll protect you, I'll protect you. Come on, how's a little chicken like you supposed to protect me from Brazella? Just watch me!
Ow, my throat. Why do I strain my voice like this? How are we ever gonna find a spell with all these people about? Ah, look over there, it's a storyteller. The storyteller in broad daylight?
And now, the time is upon us. The time of release from the curses of witchcraft and the story. The legendary Brazella will appear before us, and the story of the longest night will begin. Prepare yourselves for the dramatic climax.
But that means we'll lose our storyteller.
But why will he be sacrificed?
There is no reason for sorrow. My stories are no more than a peek at the caprice and irony of unfolding fate. We are all being carried along on the vast and irresistible sea of chance. I am no more than one person in the sea of people who are here tonight. No more and no less.
Oh, storyteller!
Storyteller! Don't stop writing our story!
You people sound like fanboys at on a concert. Okay, maybe not a concert, but it's like you people sound like when an author says, "Hey, I'm done writing the story. I've told the story I want to tell. This is gonna be the last chapter," and you're like, "No, please keep going." Because people like you are why we get things like Toy Story 4 and Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. This isn't good, it's getting dark already. Remember what the story said? At the appointed place of ending as twilight fades to darkness. And we still haven't found a spell yet.
Hey, look at that.
Oh no, oh no, the top of the tower. Oh no, no. Okay, go up go to the top of the tower, go. Quickly now. Oh.
Look, everyone! The Great Witch Bazella
When they said that someone was at the top of the tower, I thought this was going in a very different direction.
The time has arrived. This story will come to an end.
That must be her. Can it really be?
The Great Witch Bazella!
Here and now, my life will surely come to an end. The Great Witch Bazella will be apprehended, and true peace will come to this town.
What? Oh, lovely. Game of Thrones? Is that you?
No, Luke!
Mr. Wright, there, follow me.
Espella.
So you were the Great Witch Bazella after all.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, so let's review. So Bazella casts a spell that causes a giant fire dragon to appear. Interesting. And then the dragon just destroys something, okay? And then okay, so again, right, this clearly feels like the setup for the finale, like the final witch trial is proving that Espella isn't actually Bazella. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but it seems like that's the direction we're going, so I don't believe even for a second that Bazella is Espella.
A truly terrifying witch who would even attack her own father!
Get up! Get up and stand before us, Great Witch Bazella!
But that's what I don't get, is that if the storyteller's the one writing the story, then why isn't it all blamed on him for causing these things to happen in the first place? That's where you lost me. The storyteller is the key to all this. If we solve what's going on with the storyteller, this is all gonna make so much more sense. Hopefully. Espella. It can't be Espella, there's no way! Espella, are you alright? Espella. Are you okay, Espella? She seems to be wide awake, but she's not responding. I don't get it, what happened here? Oh, okay, the cats. Oh. Eve, where were you with Espella the whole time? Can you tell me what happened here? What did she say, Luke? Nothing, she didn't tell me a thing. Is it gonna be revealed that the cat is some kind of shape-shifting person, like she's the Great Witch disguising herself as a cat? That sounds like an insane theory, but stranger things have happened in Professor Layton games. Until the commencement of the final trial, this girl is to be handed over to the Knights of the Inquisition. Take her away. Sir. Hey! Don't you dare lay a finger on her! Surely you must have seen her just now. Tell me, did she or did she not just summon a great big fire dragon? But you still can't say for sure Espella is a witch! That's right. That's ridiculous. We vigilantes were the first ones to this tower, and when we arrived, this girl was the only person present. Anyone else would swear to it on their honor as a knight. Like, what was the cat doing here? Things are not always as they might appear. You have yet to investigate the scene of the incident, have you not? There's no need. It's obvious beyond a shadow of a doubt what has transpired here. Oi, get a move on. Take that girl away before she regains consciousness. But sir, there seems to be some kind of commotion downstairs. What? You take your hands off that young girl. I'm family. Oh, is it gonna be... Hey, you, cease. Oh. Oh, I didn't... Oh, I did not think it was gonna be you.
You lot just keep your grubby meat hooks off my little Spella. Ah, boss! Maya Phoenix!
Who let this woman up here? Remove her immediately. Sir?
Don't you lay a hand on me. Take that!
Did you just throw flour on all over them?
That's my finest white flour. Be thankful for that, you whippersnapper.
Why, you impudent bread-brained breaker. Say that 5 times fast.
Go ahead and draw that sword at your own risk, sonny. I'll show you a thing or two. The rolling pin is mightier than the sword. Don't you have anything better to do than intimidate defenseless women? You dork in a tin can!
What is it with you people? I understand how you two feel, but may I ask you both to calm down a little?
Professor!
We are the only ones who can discover the truth and save us, Spella. The professor's right. We have to keep our cool and carefully plan our next move.
I know, Phoenix. And to think, the Phoenix I once knew could barely even plan his next loaf of bread.
If you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. Now, why couldn't you just leave peacefully in the first place?
Spella, I still believe in you, my dear girl.
Take the girl away. That means now. I'm afraid, sir, that won't exactly be completely possible at the present time, sir. What now? A moment ago, that new recruit got carried away and locked the entrance. Currently, no one is able to leave the tower, sir. What? Locked the entrance from the... Wait, okay. The new recruit locked the entrance from the What? In order to take the girl to the interrogation as soon as possible. The trial of the Great Witch is tonight. The appropriate arrangements are already underway in the square. We don't have time for this. Sorry, sir, I'll go and hang that new recruit by his heels. How do you lock yourself in from the inside? Walk me through that.
Let's say they took a spell away with them. That made my blood boil. Having you just stand here and watch you get dragged away like that.
We must bide our time, Luke. Don't worry, the time for action will come. Although at present this place is still in complete turmoil.
Look, there are vigilantes and knights running all over the place. That oversized rust bucket said the trial will be held tonight, didn't he?
Indeed, that would seem to be the case. According to the storyteller's story, at least. Honestly, though, who knows what'll happen this time. I simply cannot comprehend it. Storyteller, can this really be a suitable ending to the story you have written? As a father, how can you possibly subject your own daughter to a fate such as this? Inquisitor Barnum, we have the Great Witch in custody. You took your time, did you not? How long is it now since the incident? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. It took longer than expected on account of those incompetent vigilantes. They've only just handed her over to us. Your excuses do not interest me. You do realize that according to the story, the trial of the Great Witch must convene this evening, do you not? Yes, sir. Arrangements for the setting up of the special outside court have commenced. I wanted to gain as much information as possible before the proceedings began. There's little time left, so get going. Yes, sir. You heard the Inquisitor. Witch, get moving. Stop. Do not treat the accused like that. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. But, sir, this girl's accused of... I know very well what she is accused of, but for the time being, that is precisely what she is. Accused, not guilty. Inquisitor Barnum, this girl is not a witch. This girl is not a witch until she has been pronounced guilty. Treat her with respect. That is an order. Yes, sir. Especially Cantabella. I would like to hear the truth from you. Are you really the Great Witch Bezella?
I'm...
Go ahead and prepare for questioning. I shall be along shortly. Inquisitor Darklaw, what did you just say? I said that will not be necessary. You see, this evening, you will not be the one standing in court. What is the meaning of this? Who then? Who will stand in court? For the trial of the Great Witch Bezella, surely it is only fitting that the High Inquisitor herself prosecute. You're not saying... I'm saying that I'll be filling in the role of Inquisitor in tonight's trial. Is that understood, Barnum? High Inquisitor, just what are you planning? I'm not sure I quite follow. What are you implying? I followed after you. And my pursuit led me to a mysterious forest. Upon doing so, I witnessed a most unusual scene. Several mysterious robed figures surrounding a character whom they referred to as the Great Witch. The Great Witch hiding behind that masked exterior was none other than you, High Inquisitor Darklaw. My Inquisitor. How very interesting. And where, may I ask, is your proof of this? Proof? Well, did you not even remove the mask to confirm the identity of that person? Well, I wasn't able to confirm anything. Thanks to a use of witchcraft, I was robbed of consciousness. Is that so? In that case, Barnum, I'm afraid I'll have to treat what you have just said as treason. And treason against the High Inquisitor means treason against the storyteller. You there. Yes, m'lady. Escort Zacharias Barnum to the dungeon for his crime of treason. Yes, m'lady? On second thought, you may prove a handful for the likes of you men alone. I shall come along and assist your escort. Now ready the horses. Yes, sir, m'lady. Wait right here, Barnum. We're taking you into immediate custody. In other words, I got caught. Oh dear, time to silence you. I do not believe it. I will not believe it. I cannot believe that Aspilla Cantabella is the great witch Bezella. Blast of all the times. Inquisitor Barnum, please know that it pains me to restrain the great defender Labyrinthia. There is no need to apologize. I'm aware that you are only doing your duty. But, sir.
Constantine, what are you doing here, boy? My faithful companion, Constantine. I'm sorry to say, it appears that your master has reached the end of his career. A great task has befallen me, but now I shall be unable to complete it. It's such a pity.
This is pitiful. The once great Inquisitor Barnum, conveying words of remorse to his faithful dog. And what, may I ask, was this great task of which you spoke?
That's simple. To find the truth.
The truth?
Until I met Sir Blue Knight and Sir Dark Hat, the question hadn't occurred to me. Is Aspilla Cantabella really the great witch Bezella? Why would the storyteller write a story in which his own daughter is executed? I, Zacharias Barnum, as a defender of this town, must know the truth behind this.
I'll tell you one thing, Inquisitor Barnum. I'll tell you why you were unable to find the truth.
What is the reason?
There is one thing which, despite your great ability, you lack.
Something I lack?
What you lack is resolve.
What do you mean?
In order to find out the truth, you went to great lengths in following me to the woods. I don't reproach you for that. You felt it was your duty as a knight. But that's also the problem, Inquisitor. Why could you not go to such lengths when it came to doubting the storyteller himself?
That's crazy. It's not right for a knight to question the integrity of his lord and master.
And so you failed. Your knightly pride was your critical flaw.
Huh? Critical flaw?
That tower, the one in which the storyteller lives. Perhaps the truth you were seeking could have been found in the small room at the very top of that tower.
What are you saying?
In any case, at this stage of the game, it's too late to do anything. So I suggest you assign your unfinished task to that faithful dog of yours.
Huh?
Very well then, Zacharias Barnum. It's time to go. From this evening, you'll be spending your time in a damned dark place, deep underground. It might be a good opportunity for you to cool that hot head of yours.
Phew! We finally made it out of that tower! I still get that feeling. For a moment there, I wondered if we make it out safely. There's probably not much time until Spell's trial begins. I say we look around for clues, so at least we have something to go on. Indeed, that sounds like a wise suggestion. However, if it's alright with you, I'd like you to take charge of this particular investigation, Mr. Wright. Sure, no problem, but what about you, Professor? Me? Why, there is a place of particular interest I would like to investigate. A place you'd like to investigate? Where's that, Professor? Ah, Constantine! Whoa, where the heck did he come from? Constantine looks rather worked up. Could something be the matter with him? I don't know, I'll ask him and see. Ah, good idea, Luke. Eh? No, surely not. What is it, my boy? You look like you've just seen a ghost. What did the little guy say? He said his master, Inquisitor Barnum, has been relieved of his duties. You mean Inquisitor Barnum is no longer Inquisitor Barnum? But why?
Apparently he's been branded a traitor for treason against the storyteller.
Barnum, a traitor? How very peculiar. This has all happened rather too hastily for my liking. If that's true, then who's going to take his place as prosecutor in the trial this evening?
Well, according to Constantine, that'll be High Inquisitor Darklaw herself.
High Inquisitor Darklaw? It would appear this incident has taken a further turn for the dramatic. We would be wise to attend to our respective investigations without further delay.
Just a moment, Professor. It seems Constantine wants to tell us something else.
I'd be very interested to hear anything you wish to add, Constantine.
It appears he'd like to show us the way.
Show us the way? To where?
He wants to show us the way to the Storyteller's Tower.
The Storyteller's Tower? Why there?
According to Constantine, there should be a vital clue up there.
A vital clue? Taken at the hands of or taken at the word of a dog, I guess. Okay. Oh, this is most fortuitous.
Huh?
Professor? It just so happens that when I said there was a place I wish to investigate, that tower is precisely where I meant. No kidding. For the time being, everyone's attention is focused on the town square, so perhaps it might just be possible to enter that tower while it's not being quite so heavily guarded. At least I presume that may be the case. You may have just found a chink in their armor, Professor.
What kind of clue do you think could be hiding up there?
Maybe the clue lies in the spell has passed.
Constantine says he knows the shortcut. He can lead us straight to the Storyteller's Tower. Follow me, Sir Top Hat, he said.
Mr. Wright, I suggest we split up into two groups. Okay, Professor, be careful up there. Don't worry, I shall be sure to return. On with that vital clue. We'll be waiting for you. In the meantime, we'll make sure we're armed and ready for the trial. Mr. Wright, within the final story was written the following. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. If the story is to have the finale that has been promised, Espella too will bathe in the morning light of that new dawning day. I'm with you on that, Professor. Let's work together to make it happen. Farewell for now, Mr. Wright. Come on, Duke.
Right you are, Professor. Come on, Constantine. Show us the way.
Did it occur to anybody that the story is just a glorified version of a horoscope? Alright, let's start by investigating the scene of the crime. We've only got a few hours until the trial starts. That doesn't give us much time. Let's go, Maya.
Right!
I'm sure the professor will bring us back something we can work with. Let's be sure to hold up our end of the bargain.
You got it, Nick!
What is it, Maya?
It's Espella. Her eyes are all funny again like last time.
Like last time?
Yeah, like they were back in London. I mean, it's like she's completely spaced out again.
Now that you mention it, it was almost like she was being controlled by some kind of drug or magic back then.
Nuh-uh, no way! This is just downright disgusting! We can't let them get away with this!
Yeah, we're definitely on the same page there, Maya. Come on, let's get started.
You said it! I'm as serious as a heart attack, Nick!
Okay, then let's head to the bell tower area. Can we just... Okay, we gotta move. Gotta move to the bell tower right over there.
Figures, there's still a ton of people around.
Well, considering what happened, I guess it's only natural.
Nick, look out!
Make way for Prince Sully. Ah! Ouch.
You wimp, how could you be sent flying by a little bump like that?
Oh, excuse me. So he knocks me over and I get yelled at. Yeah, that's fair.
I gotta say, Nick, I think you just set a new record for the most super dramatic fall ever.
He's not a soccer player. Oh, come on, Maya. What do you expect when someone in a metal suit bumps into someone in a cloth suit?
What are you two doing here anyway? This area is supposed to be off limits to the likes of you. Well, you see, we're the ones defending Espella Cantabella. Oh, so then you must be the Sir Blue Knight that all the town's talking about. He sure is, bluest knight in all the land.
That's right, I'm the Blue Knight. So he's the Knight of the Winds. That's a Sonic reference.
You look a little green for a knight, if you ask me.
Thanks.
Well, feel free to investigate the area. Over in the square, they're setting up the special outside court to be used in the upcoming trial. We vigilantes are spread thin guarding here, so do your best to keep out of our way. Well, there he goes. You know, Nick, you're becoming quite a celebrity around here.
I'm not sure celebrity is quite the right word.
What's up, Nick?
It looks like the vigilante just ran into me and dropped something.
What is that?
It looks like there was some kind of patrol record for the guards.
Patrol record?
Judging by what's written here, it looks like they've been taking turns guarding the spell tower 24/7.
You mean they've been guarding it around the clock? Why would they do that?
Guarding it around the clock. See, that'd be funnier if it was a clock tower instead of a bell tower, but still. Beats me, but the important thing here is the fact that it was under close guard at the time the incident took place.
Oh, right! So I guess it would have been possible to just stroll in through the front door, huh?
Exactly. Anyway, it might be a good idea to hold on to this for now. So anyway, where were we? Oh right, off to see the crime scene. Better have a look before another dork in a tin can shows up. Great. Well, I think the first thing we should check is going to be that thing that's been shining since we went up here the first time. Looks like they've left the crime scene completely untouched. Yeah, even that flower the boss threw at them is still all over the place. Yeah. I still can't believe she took on a bunch of fully armed vigilantes. With only a bag of white flour and a rolling pin, too. Just goes to show how much Patty cares for Spella, huh? Of course she does. After all, Spella's like family. That's another reason we just have to rescue Spella, Nick. That's right. Then what are we waiting for? Let's bust out the magnifying glass and get this search on the road. Now this is what we've been waiting for. So, see, this is what I mean when I say divide and conquer, use your abilities to work together. Phoenix and Maya investigate the crime scene, and Luke and Layton go off to solve the mystery of the town. You know, to solve their, to do their adventuring thing that they're so good at doing. And I assume that that's going to carry over into the trial. Hopefully, I mean, yeah, maybe they'll come to help save the day again, but I think we've grown past that point in this game. That's what we're hoping for. Anyway, first thing to come to my mind, or to jump out at me, is going to be the thing that's literally shining on the ground right down here. So let's check this. Look at this, it's a pendant. The letter strap seems to have broken. Wait, I know this! It's Bell's pendant! I knew I'd seen it somewhere before. Anyway, we should pick it up before one of those dorks sees it. Come on, Nick, quickly, just pop it in your pocket. Okay, I'm on it already. Pendant added to items. Great. There's also the cloak she was wearing. I wonder what this is. Looks like a robe, to me. A robe? Say, this reminds me of the robes those weirdos in the Eldritch Woods were wearing. Come on, Nick, try it on! You've got to be kidding, this thing's drenched from all the rain. And besides, it's covered in that flower pad they threw all over the place. Yeah, I guess you're right. It does look pretty beat up, huh? And that flower's not coming off easily, it's all stuck to the wet robe. You know, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something weird about this robe. Weird? Remember when we first arrived here? I could swear there was nothing like this lying around, was there? I'm not really sure, but I sure don't recall seeing it. This robe's pretty big. Looks like it would fit someone my size. I guess it means it can't be a Spella, since she's small and aerodynamically built, like yours, truly. Anyway, I may provide a useful clue. Let's make a record of it for now. Hey, get that soggy thing away from me! Oh boy. I really do love the dynamic between Phoenix and Maya. The investigation, conversation, and camaraderie they've had since the first game has always just been really, really entertaining to watch. It's awesome, and I'm glad we're finally actually getting a little bit of that. And hopefully we get more of it during the trial, instead of Luke and Layton popping in and being like, a true gentleman waits for Luke and Layton to arrive to solve the mystery for them. Anyway, there's also this that just fell off, I'm guessing this fell off the wall, since it's propped up against the base. Hey, this looks like a floor plan of the tower. Hey, you're right, but I don't remember seeing it here before. I guess the vigilantes must have been using it for their investigation and left it behind when they hurried off. According to this floor plan, there's a bell on the floor above this one. Well, there's a bell tower. It'd be kind of strange if there was no bell. Yeah, but there's no sign of any ladder leading up to the next level. Or even a step ladder. Does that mean the bell can't be wrong? Is that... is that supposed to be a reference to the... Because, okay. In Spirit of Justice, they had some throwaway lines about how, oh, we can keep doing those good old-fashioned step ladder conversations we used to have, and I was confused, like, wait, what? You never had any of those. Apparently, there were step ladders all throughout the original trilogy. Sorry, there were ladders or step ladders all throughout the original trilogy that you could examine, and if you examined them, you would get, like, throughout the trilogy, it builds in terms of, like, it's continuing the conversation between Phoenix and Maya as they discuss whether it's a ladder or a step ladder. I just never checked the ladder, so I never got that conversation, but I guess, I'm guessing that's supposed to be a callback to that, so, points for that game. Anyway, Maya, I hate to think what you have stashed away in that Spear Medium's outfit. It's called being decisive, Nick. Come on, we're doing this for a Spella, remember? Well, yeah, I hadn't exactly forgotten. Great. What else can we... Is there anything else of note? Wait, there's something up... I could have sworn the magnifying glass turned orange for a second up here. But I guess not. Okay. There's also this, which is not over here. It's unique to the left pillar. What's this, a control panel? I wonder what it's for. If it's a control panel, shouldn't there be a lever or a button or something? Wait a sec, what's that? Oh, guess where the pendant goes. Seems to be some kind of recess here. Looks like something fits inside of it. Hey, nice catch, Maya. That recess, I've seen something shaped like that before. Ah, this shape is the spell's pendant. You're right, it is the spell's pendant. I knew I'd seen that shape before. But why? Why would a pendant fit inside this recess? Don't ask me. Spirit channeling, supernatural possession, those are things I know, Nick. Well, seeing as we don't know, there's only one way to find out. Let's slide in there and see what happens. What could possibly go wrong?
Hold it!
Hold it right there, Sir Suspicious Blue Knight. Well, who, me? Yes, you. What exactly are you up to? We're just, you know, carrying out our investigation. Bah! You can't fool me. That thing you just picked up. That thing that, even as we speak, you are attempting to conceal in your pocket. What is it? Oh, you mean this little thing? It's, well, I guess you'd call it a pendant. It's, absolutely nothing to do with that whole crazy incident just now. I swear Nick's attorney's badge on it. Enough! I saw it. All of it. Every single move. From beginning to end. Including just now. That right there is the one piece of evidence I was looking forward to coming back and picking up myself. I saw it too. Me 3. Me 4. Now then. Hand over that important piece of evidence now. Oh, shoot. No! Espel's pendant! Snatched away from us just like that. I must report this to the High Inquisitor immediately. Well, so much for holding on to that as evidence. There they go with Espel's pendant. I was totally planning on giving it back to her the next time I saw her, but more than that, I so wanted to try fitting the pendant into the recess in the panel. What now? No way is that panel just there for decoration. I'd better add it to my items for future reference. Okay. Attention, everyone! The preparations of this evening's special outside courtroom have now been completed. Summon the High Inquisitor. Wait. Outside evening courtroom. Each and every citizen shall no doubt wish to bear witness to this evening's trial. Overcrowding is to be anticipated. All officers to their stations. Let's help this final court session find a proud place within Labyrinthia's history. Nick! Looks like we're out of time, Maya. I guess that's the end of this investigation. You think we'll be alright? We didn't really have time to finish it. That wasn't really a long investigation. We did what we could in the time we had. Let's go. I have a feeling a spell is going to be moved something or other. You know, Nick? What? I've been thinking. It's no accident that you and I found ourselves in Labyrinthia. Maya, the reason we're here is for the trial tonight. I know what you mean. I think so too. And I'm sure Professor Layton and Luke feel the same way. I just know they'll bring back a clue or two to save Espella. Yeah, you're right! That means we gotta give this trial everything we've got, Maya. Okay, Nick, let's do this thing! You bet. We'll do what we do best. We'll fight to the very end for Espella. Yeah, there we go. Now that's a build-up to a finale. Oh. That was short. That was really short. Was that really the whole chapter 7? Oh, no, okay, so there is more, okay. I want to keep the episode going. Because that's a little too short for the episode. We're going to keep it going a little bit longer. I don't know how much is left in this chapter, but that was... I didn't expect that to be so short, so we're going to keep going. Professor! What is it, my boy? What do you think about what happened tonight? On the surface, it certainly did appear that the storyteller's assailant could be none other than Espella. But surely not! However, even if it did seem that way, that does not necessarily make it the truth. And if it transpires that Espella is in fact innocent, then there must be some form of contradiction or proof to support as much. Yes, you're right. I and Mr. Wright won't miss even the slightest shred of evidence. Mr. Wright and Maya are investigating the scene of the crime as we speak. We, meanwhile, must search for something to prove Espella's innocence. In doing so, the truth should become evident as a matter of course. I see. In the time that I've been spent with Espella, I've never once doubted her character. There's just no way she could do anything as terrible as what happened in that square. I believe in her, Professor. I know you do, Luke. We are Espella's friends, and as such, we must believe in her. Too right. First, let's make our way through the gate. Uh-oh, the door's still locked, and there are no knights here to open it. Of course the dog's gonna be here to open the door. What's the matter, Constantine? That's great, thanks. She says there's another way in which only the knights know about. And the dogs. That's a relief. Could you show us the way, Constantine? Go to the knight's garrison, okay? Do I have to actually physically move there? Yes, we do. Who would have thought the storyteller would come to such an end? I'm still finding it hard to believe even now. I mean, what's to become of us? Wish I knew. I'm more worried about the Inquisitor Barnum. He's being held on suspicion of treason. This whole thing's just one big headache. No matter what, the future ain't looking too bright. Enough of your pathetic whining. You call yourselves knights? Oh, Captain. The storyteller's gone, and Inquisitor Barnum's gone. And who do you think is suffering the most because of it? The townsfolk, that's who. It's now that they need us the most. We must be there for them to offer our support. Yes, sir. That's certainly true, but with things the way they are, what can we possibly do? Pitiful. Over there, isn't that? It would appear even the lights are unsettled, my boy. What's going on? What's going to become of Labyrinthia now? But according to the final story, once all this is sorted out, there will be fresh hope for the future. So it's a little early to be losing heart just yet. I hope you're right. Let's do our best to make it so, Professor. What's this? Someone's coming this way. Isn't that? And what are you two doing here? We're heading for the Storyteller's Tower. There may be something left to uncover, so we're going there now to find out. Did you say the Storyteller's Tower? Uh-oh. I hope this doesn't mean we're about to be surrounded by knights pointing swords at us again. Well, if it isn't little Constantine. Oh, I see. This must mean you're working on behalf of Inquisitor Barnum. Well, in that case, the tower's up ahead. You may proceed. In fact, I insist that you proceed. I have a feeling there's some unfinished business that only you can take care of. For all our sakes, go there and fulfill your quest. And in doing so, show us all that there is still hope for the future of Labyrinthia. Captain! Very well, we shan't let you down. Let's go, Luke. The Storyteller's Tower stands right ahead of us. Right you are, Professor! Look, I can see the tower right over there! But how do we get to it? I believe this may be where our little friend comes in handy, wouldn't you say, Luke? Right, of course. I see. You're saying there's a path? He says there's a path leading from behind the audience room right over to the Storyteller's Tower. One could hardly ask for a better guide. Oh, really? He just said, you've nothing to worry about while I'm here. And then he added, you might want to worry about that Sir Blue Knight, though. I hope Mr. Wright and I were able to come across some clues. I don't think we need to worry too much about them. I'm sure they'll be alright. Wouldn't you agree, my boy? Of course, Professor. While I was teaming up with Mr. Wright, one thing became clear to me. He's definitely someone that would always do his best to protect his friends. I agree, Duke. He's a fine young lawyer with a heart of gold. I'm quite confident the trial is safe in his capable hands. Me too. And then there's Maya, always strong and courageous. Not to mention full of energy. She's a bit reckless sometimes, but always with good intent. We're lucky to have them on our side. Well, never thought I'd see the day where Luke and Layton are praising Phoenix and Maya. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, Luke, I'd certainly agree with you there. Both Mr. Wright and Miss Faye are friends that can truly be relied upon. But at the same time, High Inquisitor Darklaw will be a most formidable opponent. One unlikely to make any careless slips. This is why we must all do our best and work together. Including me, right? Of course. I certainly couldn't do this without you, Luke. I think you probably could. Don't worry, Professor. I'll give it everything I've got. That's the spirit, my boy. Wow! You don't realize how tall the tower is until you see it up close like this. It certainly looks ominous in the moonlight. There's a final clue waiting for us here, isn't there, Professor? That's what I'm counting on, Luke. And it would seem that Inquisitor Barnum had the same idea. That would explain why Constantine is helping us. So this is the tower in which the Creator resides. The tower that none of the townsfolk, or even the knights, dare visit. It's surrounded in secrecy, that's for sure. It's a bit like the Eldritch Woods. Indeed, those woods are certainly an enigma in themselves. Not to mention those underground ruins. Talk about mysterious places. If the storyteller really didn't know everything about Labyrinthia, I'd have liked to ask him a thing or two about them. It's possible there may be clues related to those places, as well as a number of other matters waiting for us within that tower, in which case there could also be any manners of traps or contrivances awaiting us as well. We shall have to be doubly careful from here on in. Got it, Professor! You've what? You completed your mission? He says he's worried about his master and he wants to return to him now. We couldn't have come this far without your fine guidance, Constantine. We can take it from here. Constantine says we're the ones his master chose, so he knows he can leave this quest with us in good faith. We're honored, Constantine. Thank you for your help. Yes, thanks a lot. Take care on your way back. Okay, bye. Inquisitor Barnum loves this town more than anyone and has done his utmost to protect it. Let's bear that in mind too, Luke. We have a responsibility to fight to the end, for him and for everyone else in this town. I'm ready if you are, Professor. Alright. To the Storyteller's Tower, away we go. It seems the mechanisms put in place to protect the tower are still operating. Does that mean we can't get inside? No, I wouldn't say so. This particular mechanism is in the form of a puzzle. If we solve it, perhaps we can enter. Of course it's in the form of a puzzle. Puzzle 63, Enchanted Sums. There are 12 gems, each of them numbered between 1 and 12. There is also a set of 3 triangles with gems already inside them. Keep in mind, these gems cannot be moved. Place the gems from your hand so that the sum of all the numbers on each triangle's perimeter adds up to 39. Oh, what fun. Alright, so let's start big and work our way down to the middle. So the biggest triangle, we have 4 currently, and that's equal 39. Okay, well, the higher values are toward the middle, so I think we can confidently put 12 on the side, or in the corner of the larger triangle. So that gets us, that already gets us up to 16. Oh wait, no, 6 might count. No, okay, wait, okay, hold on. I think we need to add 6 into the calculations. I think this might be, it's like, it's bumping barely above the line, but I think it does count as a perimeter. Okay, so, in that case, the outer perimeter of this triangle now is 22, which means that we only need 17. So, is it just as simple as, oh, okay, we got 1 triangle down. Is it literally just as simple as putting 10 and 7 there? Because in that case, that makes the rest of this pretty simple, right? Because now we need the same thing for the inner inner triangle. Because 9 plus 8 plus 5 is 22, which is the same value we already had last time, so we need 17 again. So in that case, all we have to do is just put 2 there, because we also need the innermost triangle. So and then from there it shouldn't matter where we put the rest of these. So we'll just put them 11 and 4 there, and there we go. There's all the triangles. There we go. Doors open. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Let's see if I've proven myself. Come what may, puzzles are there to be solved.
Correct. A shiver runs down your spine as the door opens and an eerie silence fills the air. Just what awaits you on the other side?
Professor, you did it! Professor?
Doesn't it seem peculiar to you, Luke? To get here, we had to make our way beyond the guard post and through the knight's garrison. That would normally be considered sufficient defense against intruders, or so one would imagine.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There were several knights around as well.
And yet, in addition, we found that contrivance in place on the door. It would suggest to me that something of great importance must be contained within.
Let's go on in and find out, Professor.
Oh, come on! Come on! Oh, what a piece of crap cliffhanger that is. Okay. Well, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time's catch you all tomorrow for some more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Goodbye!